What our parents named us that fucked us up. Like, I see a lot of like shitty parenting. You want to go see shitty parenting? We don't even need sex ed. You want to stop people from having kids? Just go to Walmart, okay? Every time I go to Walmart, I see like 400-pound middle-aged white lady screaming at her kid to not scream. You know, she's got like one of those oversized Tweety Bird shirts that says some outdated phrase like "talk to the hand" or "don't go there." And she doesn't get the irony of screaming at her kid. She's in her kid's face going, "Don't fucking scream!" And I'm like, do you not get the irony? Listen, if you're 30-something years old and you can't control a 5-year-old with your mind, don't fucking procreate. You know what I'm saying? Stop shitting in the gene pool. Seriously, she's already outdone the number of IQ points she has with the number of children she has, all with different fathers. But, you know, it wasn't just like overt. It's not just overt shitty parenting. Like our parents fucked us up in different ways, like subtle, nuanced ways. Like my dad, I feel like my dad fucked with me in different ways. Like I feel like he was just mad. Like, I would have been in the NFL, but you came out of my balls, so I'm just gonna fuck with you. Like he just did little things. Like my dad, firm believer that you can get anything from a Jiffy Mart. Anything. He would do this. He'd go, okay, listen, I want you to go down to the Jiffy Mart. I want you to get me this: butter, orange juice, milk, bread, an X-ray machine, several volleyballs, a chainsaw. I'm like, what? What? He's like, listen, son, they have it. Just go down to Jiffy Mart. They have everything down there. One time he sent me down, I'm not shitting you, my dad sends me down to the store. He gives me 50 cents to use the payphone. I'm dating myself here. There was payphones when I was a kid. He said, listen, I want you to go down to the store and I want you to call me and tell me what they got. I said, what? Yeah, just go down there, call me, tell me what they have. So I go down there and I'm like, okay, they have like fucking bread and like milk and I don't know. And then years later, I realized he was just trying to get rid of me for a while. And you know when I realized this? The first time I smoked weed. The first time I smoked weed, I was like, oh, that was the smell coming from my dad's room all these years. I thought he was fucking barbecuing in there, for crying out loud. The first time I smoked a cigarette, I was like 13, 14 years old, and I was behind our shed. We had shed. I was behind our shed. I was smoking a cigarette. My dad's head popped around the corner, and then the rest of his body popped around the corner. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, smoking a cigarette and listening to punk rock. You wouldn't fucking understand, man. I'm cool. And he's like, oh yeah, you're fucking cool. Smoke this whole pack of cigarettes, asshole. And I threw up. I got real sick. It was a huge lesson. Then a couple years later, I smoked weed for the first time. I was behind the shed again. I was smoking weed. I was like, fucking getting high. My dad's head popped around the corner this time. No body, just a giant floating head there. Fucking terrifying dad head. And he's like, what are you doing there, tough guy? I was like, smoking pot. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, do this whole bag of heroin. It's your fucking lesson. I almost died. Totally taught me a lesson.